turn number 41748468, and I will be your host.
Mkhope, student 52448177.
My name is Melanie van Niekerk. My student number is 249666452.
My name is Asma Darbar and my student number is 503-67307.
I'm Haima Pretorius. My student number is 41392094.
My name is Wukosi Alan Tsonga and my student number is 517112449.
Welcome to English 101, where today we are diving into the fascinating world of speaking and listening in education.
We've got a panel of experts here today to shed light on how these crucial skills are taught and learned. Let's get started with expert 1. Can you explain how listening and speaking are related?
Absolutely. Listening and speaking are complementary skills within communication. I would describe listening as the process of receiving and interpreting the spoken language, as well as retaining information. On the other hand, speaking involves producing language through vocalization. Effective speaking relies on the ability to listen carefully and comprehend messages accurately. For instance, when engaging in a conversation, one must listen attentively in order to understand and remember what the other person is saying. Thereafter, you'll be able to formulate a relevant response, which keeps the conversation flowing. Thus, these skills are interdependent and enhance each other.
That makes a lot of sense. Now let's explore different teaching approaches for these skills.
Expert 2. How can listening and speaking be taught using various methods?
Great question. There are several approaches to teaching, learning, and speaking. Through the time, there has been a significant shift in listening and speaking skills. One effective method is the communicative approach, which emphasizes real-life communication and interaction. Activities like role plays, debates, and group discussion allow learners to practice speaking and listening in authentic context. Another approach is task-based learning, where students complete specific tasks that require both listening and speaking, such as planning a trip or solving a problem together. Additionally, using technology like language learning apps and interactive listening exercises can improve diverse and engaging ways to practice these skills.
Those approaches sound very dynamic.
Moving on to our next expert, how can we ensure that these teaching strategies are inclusive? Expert 3, what inclusive strategies can be employed for teaching listening and speaking?
Listening and speaking are known as the basic skills of learning. Therefore, teaching listening and speaking skills involves introducing a supportive and interactive learning strategies. The strategy that we'll be using for speaking is known as the repeating after the teacher strategy. It is also known as the RAT. This strategy is a traditional strategy where learners repeat after what the teacher will be teaching, and it can also improve their communication skills together with their pronunciation of words. The strategy that we will be using for listening is the active learning exercise strategy. This is a strategy where learners listen to their teacher while he or she will be teaching and write down notes. Some of the learners can also memorize a data given by their teacher. This strategy requires a supportive classroom environment, which can also accommodate those who benefit from visual support.
Inclusion is definitely key.
Finally, let's discuss some challenges. Expert 4. What are some common challenges regarding listening and speaking, and how can they be addressed?
In today's times, we can see that learners are struggling more and more each and every day with challenges when it comes to listening and speaking. Therefore, it's important to create an opportunity for these learners to learn these specific skills when it comes to listening and speaking. For example, some of the challenges can be cultural differences. They are limited to vocabulary. So create an environment for these learners to have the opportunity to learn. So for example, take a group of kids in a classroom, let them sit together basically, and let them pronounce and speak the words basically in a form of an oral. That way they can see how each and every one of them perform or pronounce or basically put out the words or the vocabulary that they are not familiar with.
Thank you all for these insightful responses. It is clear that teaching, listening, and speaking involves a thoughtful approach, incorporating various methods and strategies to cater to diverse needs and overcome challenges.
We hope this discussion has provided various insights into effective practices for enhancing these essential skills. Thank you for tuning in to English 101.